What is up, guys? It's your boy YouTube Jared 333. Like, subscribe, and share. Check out links in the description. Check out the merch in the description. redbubble.com/people/YouTube Jared. Today I'm gonna talk about your boy Daym drops. Going through a hard time. Excuse me, with his wife. Coming from somebody, which is myself, who recently kind of split up with his wife, I get very depressed, man. I'm in a lot of the same boat too, except that, we're not trying to, split. Like, we're not together, but we don't want to get a divorce, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're together, but we're not together, you know what I'm saying? But I know the depression, like, most of my life, like, when I was young, I would drive around, especially when I got my car, I would drive around looking for something, I didn't know exactly what it was, but I was always looking for something, like, to party or to find, looking for something, So first, what I realized I was looking for was, someone to be with, my wife. And then something else I was looking for was a mindset, like, I was always bored, always bored, like, I don't know how to explain it, but a type of boredom. I think it comes a lot down here from where I'm at as well. Depending on your area you live, there's different things. But for me, and where I'm at, it was boredom, and I got into drugs and stuff, and I went crazy, and but I found a lot of things, after I found my sanity back, a lot of things that I figured out. But anyways, Daym drops. Even he said in his last video that I'm sick. I got phlegm and everything in my lungs right now. Daym said, he didn't want to get back, because even if you have money and you're not gonna be broke, money does not buy you this type of happiness that you get when you have a relationship with somebody and you lose that relationship. For instance, like, let's say, I'm with my wife a long time, and then I get a rebound, let's say, and I find some other girl, like, it's not the same. First of all, everybody's different personality, different energy, like aura. Second of all, I'm not going to feel the same way towards this other person that I felt the same way towards my wife. And it's like, it's something there that's missing, in your heart. And you could feel it. It takes a long time to cultivate that relationship. Like, you already know what they want to eat. You already know what their favorite color is. You already know what they want to do. You already know what they want to go. You already know what to say and what to not say to them. Like a new person, it takes time, and then the other person's memory is there, let's say the other person's memory is always in the back of your mind, and then to bring that other person up to your new person is like, you can't do that, they're gonna get mad, obviously. They don't want to hear about your significant other. They don't want to hear about your past dates, stuff like that. Most people don't want to hear that. 90-some%, like 90%. So, you can always get, you can always try to get them back. And the thing is, they already know what their pet peeves are, what I'm saying? They already know, like, we've been through this before, what I'm saying? Like, you already know what your arguments are. And the same little things. It can be a little thing, like little things. You might argue over stupid ass little things that get blown out of proportion, But it's a repetition It's a repetition of the little things. And, there's a game that kids used to play when I was young, you know what I'm saying? It's called Frogger, or Froggy, something like that. Not the game where you jump over the traffic and stuff. It's not that game. In this game, you would hit somebody, like you would hit the other person, right? Like, you hit them, but not hard, like just kind of like soft, like that. But you keep doing it. You say, "Well, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt," and the more you do it, it actually starts hurting. Like you're not. It's weird because you're not hitting them harder than you were before. You're not hitting them hard, but it's a consistency. It's a consistent. It's a consistent tapping. It's the same thing, like same theory where, not a theory, but it's actuality where a water hits a rock, but the water hitting the rock, and then it'll break the rocks. Water will break the rocks because of the consistency of the flow of water. So, something to think about. There's different things, man. Every relationship is different, but you gotta find your balance. Because with me, I know I'll get depressed, what I'm saying, like I said. And then I'll be like, it's weird because, like I said, before, I'm looking for a wife. When I was looking, like, I was alone, right? But, here and there I'll have girlfriends here and there. But you're alone. But you haven't experienced being with somebody for like 10 years, 5 years, 20 years. It's a different experience to be with someone for a long time than to be with someone for maybe like, 3 months, 4 months. And even someone like you've been with for like 3 or 4 months, if you really love that person, like, damn, like you already, in your mind, you're already envisioning all of these dreams, hopes and dreams, a house with on the hill with a picket fence, all that stuff. You start doing that, it's gonna be more hard on you if you guys don't make it, break up. So it's best to, keep a logical sense and be, thinking about different things, not thinking about always the same thing. It's like the same concept of putting your eggs in one basket. But one thing I noticed, like a lot of times, even with Johnny Cash, even with famous people, a lot of times people have been with a significant other for maybe like 40, 50 years, or a long amount of time. Maybe not even that long, maybe even like 10, 20 years, and the other person passes away. The other person will get very sick from their heart, and and if in a month or two they pass. So your heart, is hurting. And time does heal, but it doesn't always heal. It heals wounds and everything. It heals a lot. Time, but it doesn't, it's always there though. Like, when I got a scar right here, I got scratched by my cat, right? And, it healed, but I can still see a scar right there. And I still remember what happened. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same concept. Like, yeah, I feel better, like, because I've been away, from her for a while, but I still know what happened. Like, I still feel like it hasn't been that long, maybe since October of last year. I still get lonely or depressed or whatever. But you always have the memories. It's like a scar. And you can't just get rid of your memories, like, pretend it didn't happen. Like, oh, yeah, it was a dream. Oh, well. There's always something, But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this talk, like, subscribe, or share the video. And, just hang in there, Daym Drops, if you end up watching this video, bro. I met you like the first time I met you, and last time also was at CraveCon. I was one of the only people that went to CraveCon VIP, That was fun. It was in Galveston, Texas. Yep, I got the pass right here somewhere. Yeah, look. Foodie fam.